Hi everybody and all aboard to Chef's Choice. First of all, thank you for all your comments on my last video where I asked about what national selections I should talk about during this Eurovision season. I will try to get a schedule together to talk about as many of them as I can. If you want to hear what I have to say about what's happening in the Eurovision world, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button so you don't miss any videos. But now I want to talk about the decisions that have already been made. It's now official that there are 43 participating countries, including the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. So somehow they apparently could resolve their outstanding debt towards the EBU. So as long as all the countries behave themselves and don't try to offend each other in any way, Russia or Ukraine, 43 is the number of countries we're going to see in Lisbon. Then there's of course the theme and slogan that has been revealed last week, and I have to say when I first saw it I was a little unsure whether I like it or not. The composition with the big shell and the bold font of the slogan together with the squiggly Eurovision logo somehow seemed a little wrong to me, but the longer I looked at it, the more I like it actually. Especially the different variations that they are going to use, and the way they presented it in the teaser video looks really promising. And I'm glad to see that they chose the theme and try to implement it in every way that they can.
Every way that I can.
All Aboard immediately creates a maritime context, and within this frame everything else will find its place. I loved the Celebrate Diversity theme last year, but with All Aboard you can really include it everywhere, from the stage design to the graphics to the blue carpet, etc. The only thing I hope is that it's not going to be a DJ Bobo pirate show in the end. Now let's talk about the 4 artists that have already been chosen to participate for Azerbaijan, Belgium, Finland and the Netherlands. First we have Aysel Mamadova for Azerbaijan, a 27-year-old jazz singer from Baku. From what I found online, she has a beautiful smoky voice, she sings well live and seems to go a little bit into that same direction as Salvador. So I'm excited to hear the song they choose. Personally, I don't think a jazz ballad can win again this year, so they should try to find a song for her that is different enough from Salvador's, in my opinion. But I dare to say that a qualification to the grand final is almost certain, because A, Azerbaijan never failed to qualify, and B, Aysel seems to be able to put together a good performance. Then there is Laura Groeseneken for Belgium. The 27-year-old singer already has quite an impressive resume, but so far isn't working full-time as a musician. But I guess her days as a visual merchandiser at IKEA are counted now. Just like Aysel, her musical roots seem to be in the realm of jazz music, so we already have 2 powerful female voices in the running, and I'm expecting good things from Belgium this year as well. Laura definitely has what it takes to get far in the competition and seems to be much more comfortable on stage than Blanche was this year in Kiev. Now it all comes down to the song they are going to choose. Next we have Saara Aalto for Finland. Probably the artist that is best known already within the Eurovision community. She competed in the Finnish national selection twice and was a contestant in The Voice of Finland in 2012 and the X Factor UK last year. But always a bridesmaid, never the bride. The problem was that she always ended up in 2nd place. Now, Finland chose Saara in an internal selection after they already opened up the selection process for applications to be chosen by the public, but apparently the quality of applications wasn't sufficient in the eyes or ears of the broadcaster, so they turned the concept upside down, chose Saara Aalto as the artist and will use the UMK format to let the public make the final choice of the song in the end. To be honest, I'm not sure whether this confusing process will end up in a qualification to the grand final in Lisbon. Saara is extremely talented and surely belongs in the music industry, but her performances for me were always lacking something, and I find it hard to put my finger on it. I have always found her to be slightly unapproachable and distant, and I feel like I don't really know who she is as an artist. She tried so many different things that she lost some credibility along the way. When she performs, she does everything right, but I don't feel an emotional connection to what she's singing. She plays a performer rather than being one, if that makes sense. Something just doesn't quite add up, and having competed in so many different shows while always being voted out just before the end is a sign, I think, that I'm not alone with this perception. On the other hand, I have to admit that she proved to be capable of creating some visually stunning performances during her X Factor season. So if the Finnish delegation can sort out these issues and create a package that brings it all together, they have a powerful contestant this year. If they can't, they might be looking at a 4th year of non-qualification.
We're walking in the air. We're dancing in the midnight sky.
And last but not least, another familiar face. Waylon for the Netherlands will be the first male contestant this year, and of course he already made an impression in the Eurovision world as part of the Common Linnets in 2014, where they ended up in 2nd place. Now Waylon competes on his own, and I'm really looking forward to his song. But I would have liked it even more if he and Aysel from the Common Linnets would have come back as a duet, because it's what made them unique the last time. That performance was as successful as it was because there was so much chemistry between Waylon and Aysel. But there's definitely huge potential, and I think that a great country-influenced song could work really well. And I think Waylon has enough personality to make it work on his own.
Maybe the wine's got me weeping like a woman. Maybe the whiskey's got me weeping in my wine.
Now, all the songs that these artists will sing have not yet been chosen, so everything still can happen. What seems obvious so far for me is that we can expect a great variety of music next year, with some great voices and talented artists. So far, this is what I think, but what do you think? Who's your favorite artist so far, and do you think the winner is among those 4 artists? Tell me in the comments below. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time. Bye!